Dubs!
Dubs. Hey, John.
Hey.
Eagles are pretty good at football, aren't they?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the very festive episode of the 52 Reasons podcast.
You have a child's hat on.
I do have a child's hat on. Welcome back to the 52 Reasons podcast.
Yep.
And today's episode, we got a packed episode today. We got Eagles. I'm going to say it, whooping of the Ravens. The score dictates different.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to get into it.
Outside of the first quarter, they outplayed them in all three quarters.
They also missed 2 field goals and an extra point.
Okay, well, good teams make them, and then this is a different game. Anyway,
we
have that. Talk the good, the bad, offense, defense, coaching. We'll get into coaching because I love Vic Fangio so much. But we have that. We got what?
I'm listening.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm all ears.
Okay, we have that. We're going to call Owen. We're going to call Chad.
Yep.
We got a draft class.
Yep.
I'm running out of them. Draft class. We got a quote, and then all pointing towards the trap game of the year, in my opinion. The Philadelphia Eagles against the Carolina Panthers. But programming note. Beep, 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 beep. Programming note.
What the fuck was that?
It was like, like breaking news, like
what, from like the fucking 2000s? What the hell's wrong with you?
They hit the second tower. Anyway, so programming note, John, where will you be in a couple weeks?
Disney.
You'll be in Disney, and so you will not be in the Philadelphia area. Is that correct?
I will not be. No. Leaving next Friday.
Leaving next Friday. So the week of the 17th, that will be when that episode comes out. The Steelers week.
Mm-hmm.
I will have a different co-host with me, John.
Oh, you will.
That will be Owen.
Owen
will be live here in person next to me for that episode. He will be taking over my role, and I will be taking over your role.
You guys should get cat shirts.
So should I sit there and Owen sits here?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So that will be what's different, and then that following week, which is Christmas. The episode will be coming out on Monday. That will be Monday episode. Probably like Monday afternoon-ish. Yeah. I think we'll figure that out. Mm-hmm. And then after that, another episode that will also be coming out on Monday. So to give you a recap of the next few weeks, this week and next week obviously is normal. The following week will be normal schedule-wise. However, John will not be here. It will be Owen. After that, the next 2 weeks will be Monday and Monday. So a lot of changes, but the content will still be coming out. It will still be just the same outside of the 17th, but we will still be calling John. We have some guests coming in the next few weeks that I'm kind of ironing out with some people. So look forward to that. So a lot of good stuff coming. But John, pause. You like how I did that to myself?
You heard I paused Chad today.
I did hear that. That was very funny. But John.
Yeah. Dubs.
10
and 2.
And 2.
10
hey, John,
2, baby.
Tell me, before the bye week, at the bye week, what were the Eagles?
At the bye week, they were 2 and 2.
And what are they now?
10 and 2.
So you're telling me that Philadelphia Eagles have won 8 straight games?
That is correct. Correct information.
And not only won 8 straight games, kind of beat the shit out of.
I'll
say
there was some close ones in there. Jags. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sweating it, but I was some close ones in there.
And then our guy, Nakobe Dean.
Yeah. So
let's get into it.
Let's dive into it, buddy.
Let's get into it.
So, in terms of score predictions,
sure.
I had a 34-28 Eagles victory, while you had a 31-27 Eagles victory. Neither one of us right score-wise, but
I was closer with the margin.
Okay, but
I know, I understand, but I'm saying like the margin was
score-wise.
Yeah, what was the final? It was
24-19. Yeah, that sounds right.
24-19.
Yeah. You want to start offense or defense, my friend?
Let's start offense because there were some hiccups in there that we will go over. Now, can they? I know this is going to sound crazy, John. Can they find a way to just hit the ground running with
No.
teams.
So here's my thing. If I had to pick whether I wanted them to hit the ground running or finish the game strong, obviously I want them to finish the game strong.
Yeah, because how many times even last year did we see them start out the gate like really hot,
And then it was just like they're coming back, coming back.
Yeah.
So my game notes. First quarter was bad. First quarter was really bad.
You know who we saw though?
My guy, Will Shipley.
We did. You texted me immediately. The second Will Shipley got the ball, he just texted me, "Yo, Will Shipley,
my guy." So my first note of the game: Jalen can't read a defense for shit.
No, he cannot. Oh my god,
dude. Look, I get it.
I love him.
We're not a passing team. I get it. But like, dude, like when you have receivers running wide open, just like a
there was so many times during that first series and even throughout the game where it felt like he was trying to get the ball to AJ, and if AJ wasn't open, like he's getting sacked.
Yes,
like he wasn't able to go through his reads and everything, because I think I texted you like 2 or 3 times saying like he missed Dallas Goedert wide open right there.
Yeah, on a third,
missed Jahan Dotson, or
there was a 3rd and 6. He went to force it into AJ, and Dallas was streaking wide open and did throw it to him.
Did you see what I saw during the first series?
Watched the same game.
The first drive of the game.
Okay, first drive of the game.
You targeted 2 people. Who were those 2 people?
That would be Will Shipley and Britton Covey.
Not Britton Covey.
Yes, Britton Covey.
It was not Britton Covey.
It was Britton Covey.
It was not Britton Covey.
You want to bet?
Yeah, I will bet you any amount of money. It was Paris Campbell. It was Paris Campbell. It was not Britton Covey.
Okay.
The more you sit there with a shit-eating grin on your face, the less confident I feel.
Do you want to bet something, or we just?
No.
I'm gonna see if I can find that. Keep talking.
Yeah, there were so many times when AJ still had a solid game. You know, I don't know why, John, that they don't run the slant with AJ 1,000 times a game, because him running a slant route is just chef's kiss. And, you know, you're without Devontae Smith.
Okay, we both were right.
Why?
So first down play, 12 yards, Saquon, incomplete pass to Paris Campbell, complete pass Will Shipley, incomplete pass to Britton Covey.
Okay, so we were both right.
We were both right. Okay. So we both win.
Nice. What do we win?
I don't know.
A kiss?
Maybe from Liam.
I like Liam.
Oh, we like Liam.
We like Liam.
Anyway.
You were already at a disadvantage. I mean, Ravens are one of the premier teams in the AFC, and this was kind of, I feel like, the match where everybody kind of circled this.
On the road, too, yeah.
On the road in Baltimore, everybody kind of circled this as this is going to be a big tell-off for this football team to how good or bad they can be. You're at a disadvantage already. You're without Darius Slay. You are without, on defense, you're out Devontae Smith again.
Yes.
Devontae Smith, they said, was this close away from playing, but they decided not to. Smart.
Yep.
Especially in the cold. I'd rather have Devontae Smith at 100% against the Panthers than 70% against the Ravens.
Agreed. Yeah.
You're without him, so already AJ was already getting double team, triple team. We saw it the entire game. Mm-hmm. Some tight balls in there, but again, it just felt like as Jalen was going through his reads, it was
tight balls.
Oh, okay, my bad. As Jalen was going through his reads, it almost felt like the second AJ wasn't open, he doesn't trust Jahan Dotson, or doesn't trust Paris Campbell, or doesn't trust Britton Covey.
And look, I mean, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm. But you got to challenge them.
But the one thing we did see is once the offense started to move the ball, what was the common theme?
Saquon Barkley.
Well, besides that.
What was the common theme?
Dallas Goedert getting involved.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Can't stay healthy. Injured again.
Jesus Christ. Greg Calcaterra.
Again, I said this to you. Forgot he was on the Super Bowl team.
He's back.
He is back. I like Greg Calcaterra. I think he's a solid ball player.
He's a good player.
Now, can he be like tight end 1? I don't know.
He can for a short period of time.
Yeah, because we saw it already when he got it. So it's probably going to pick up Greg Calcaterra in fantasy.
No, I wouldn't do that. One of the other key things on offense is Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals and an extra point.
He did.
The first one we just didn't do anything with. There was 3 and out right after that.
Yeah,
so we needed to capitalize because great field position, obviously momentum switch. You have to capitalize on. It's just like a turnover. You got to capitalize on
1,000%.
And they did. But I think we haven't talked about One certain player.
We'll get to him. I just feel like it's, again, every single week.
It's the same thing.
And you know what? I'm terrified of this.
What are you gonna say?
He's going to be on the Madden cover.
The backwards leap? Probably.
Yeah.
Saquon's MVP.
He's not gonna be.
Josh Allen's probably gonna win it. I mean, he's a great player. He does deserve it. But Saquon
has a really very talented fiance too. Very talented.
Saquon,
and I do mean that. I really like Haley Steinfeld. Great actress.
He is just. Can we agree that he locked down Offensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, with that game, yes.
Because it was him versus Derrick Henry.
Yes.
Thanks.
There you go, buddy.
Thanks, guy. Was it for that?
It was.
I haven't worn this hat in a long time. Anyway.
Go ahead.
He completely outplayed Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
It looked like one MVP player to a good player.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was. No pun intended. It was a big leap for Saquon Barkley. This was the marquee matchup because how many times have we seen Jalen Hurts and Lamar comparisons?
A lot.
And how many? And you obviously have the two guys with Derrick Henry and Saquon. Like this was the game.
Two top running backs in the league.
Like 1 and 2, and Saquon's not 2.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But like this, what's Saquon's value? Obviously, is through the roof. Like, like no matter how much shit people talk about the contract, I don't give a fuck. If he's helping us win football games, I don't care. And I hate the people that say, "Where would this Eagles team be without Saquon Barkley? Where would the Bills be without Josh Allen? Where would the Chiefs be without Patrick Mahomes? Where would the Ravens be without Lamar Jackson?" Of course, the Eagles would be nothing without Saquon Barkley.
I wouldn't say nothing, but
significantly
they wouldn't be where they are right now.
Yes, exactly. They wouldn't be 10-2 right now.
No.
And
can Gainwell catch that ball against the Falcons?
Probably, but then he probably gets tackled for like a 5-yard loss.
Probably.
But it just frustrates me when people say that, and like it's just he's so good.
So here's what pisses me off. Not about Saquon, but what people say about Saquon is you're going to run him into the ground. He's going to get hurt. He can get hurt anytime, anywhere.
Hey, John, if it ends with this...
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care.
He's on a 3-year deal, right? If you run him however many times you're going to run him and it results in that Super Bowl, who gives a fuck?
Because what I think is going to happen is... Because remember... the beautiful person who said Saquon is washed. Fucking guy, long hair, beard, terrible takes all the time.
Nick
Wright?
Yeah, that's right.
That's it.
Yep.
Nick Wright. Said that like the comparison when the Eagles signed Saquon Barkley was when the Niners traded for Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
And he was like, I'm not worried about it. He's washed. He had one... What I think the Eagles are going to do is what the Niners couldn't do last year.
Finish it.
Yeah. Finish the job. Because in the fourth quarter, Saquon Barkley, he's the closer. He is the closer.
That was my thing.
How many clutch runs has he had in the fourth quarter this year?
Here's my thing with Saquon, too, is this matchup against the Ravens, it was a top 5 against the rush?
They're the best against the rush.
Okay, best against the rush. And he was held down for a while there. I mean, he ripped off a couple 12, 15-yard runs. And then fourth quarter came around, it was bang!
10 yards, bang, 15 yards, 10 yards,
and
5.
Here's the thing that I don't think gets enough attention. This offensive line. Dude.
So where would they... I guarantee if Saquon wins MVP, that he will buy each and every one of those offensive linemen something.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, right? What's Lane? What do you think he weighs? Like
1,000 pounds.
40?
Pure muscle.
340?
Aren't they the heaviest offensive line? Like the biggest offensive line?
Like, as a whole, that's probably at least, 1,600 pounds?
Yeah. That's...
Like, you have those guys hitting you and weighing on you the entire game. Once the fourth quarter comes around, it's like,
you're exhausted.
I don't want to get back up.
Oh, here's Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. And then this dude, you hand him the ball, and it's like, oh, shit, I got to tackle him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the D-line can't do it anymore. The linebackers are exhausted. And it's like, oh, now these 180-pound corners are going to have to tackle him.
it's just it's a perfect recipe because what I think they do, and we've kind of seen this the past few weeks, is yes, you get Saquon involved very early.
Yes.
But then it kind of seems like they pull back a little bit, see if they can get AJ, Devontae, Dallas Goedert involved. And then, when that works or doesn't work, it's like, okay, now that D-line is exhausted, let's just pound the rock with Saquon.
Here's my thing. Obviously, we're going to get into the game preview, but like this week, especially against Carolina, I want to see them throw the ball a little bit more.
I think they will.
These are the games that you don't need to give Saquon a pounding. You know what I mean? But no, I found
it. Yeah. I mean, hopefully you run up the score a lot and we'll get to the Carolina game. Hopefully this is where you see Kenny Pickett, you see Will Shipley, you see Kenny Gainwell kind of give him a break because you have a big game against the Steelers coming up that following Sunday.
Yes.
So if you can kind of remember when the Eagles blew out the Cowboys, they were able to take the fourth quarter off before the game against Washington.
Yep.
I'm hoping that you see something like that. And
that would be ideal.
That would be ideal. And worst comes to worst, like you just play and then you just rest up and plan for Sunday against the Steelers. Like I know, and that's what worries me. And again, we'll get to the Panthers, but just one more thing. That's what worries me is they're looking ahead to the Steelers. They're not looking at the Panthers.
I mean, as a fan, as what we do, I'm not even looking ahead of the Steelers.
You mean you? You're looking at the Panthers.
I'm looking at the Panthers. The Panthers have been playing well.
Bryce Young has been playing really well. Like Chuba Hubbard, him and Adam Thielen, except Adam Thielen's going to be a no-show because Guantanamo Bay.
Sub-block 33.
Sub-block. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Slot.
But then Zach Bond against Chuba Hubbard and whatever.
Offense as a whole, what grade are you giving
them? B+.
That's exactly what I have.
B+. Perfect. The slow starts are concerning me a little bit. But, dude, despite that, they're still winning football games.
And by a decent amount.
Yes. Like, they're a very well-coached, and I was about to go on a tyrant, but we're going to get to it.
On defense?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I have the same. Let's talk about defense.
Holy shit. Defense is really fucking good, man.
Let's talk about the negatives. Avonte Maddox is fucking ass. I don't need to see him on the field ever again. Sit on the bench, collect your Super Bowl ring, and just fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, it's just every single time, man. Every single time you see a flag on a defensive side of the ball, Avonte Maddox is involved somehow.
Or Cooper DeJean didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just
no, Cooper DeJean went.
Yeah, it's just like every time he's on the field, it's like he either gives up a long pass play or there's a flag. And it's like, dude, just stop putting him on the field.
Yeah.
Stop.
And I don't know what Vic is doing. I think they have a certain game, and obviously this is for any football.
I think it's a pack. They sprinkle them in.
Yes, they have a certain game plan for these players, and they try to stay with it, and the second it's not working, that's why I love Vic Fangio so much, is because he's not so stubborn to his game plan. John, you ready? Makes in-game adjustments.
Well, that's the thing, is the first two drives, it was looking pretty hairy for the defense.
It wasn't looking great.
But he adjusted. And he pretty much locked them down the rest of the game.
He did.
Despite a couple, long field goals missed. But still, locked them down. Lamar missed a lot of throws. I think Lamar played a B- game.
What got me was he wasn't rushing as much as we've usually seen Lamar. Now, I don't know.
They spied him.
Yes.
They kept the shell
on
the defensive line so that he didn't get out of the pocket, except for in the fourth quarter when it didn't matter anymore. But
they're like, oh, he's so good. He's still very good. He's
very good.
Fair. How many passes 15 feet in the air is he going to throw? Mark Andrews is just going to come down with it.
That was wild.
That was insane. I literally got so mad.
Probably a lot in fantasy.
Yeah, good.
I appreciate you, Mark.
That was weird. That was weird. Hand up.
Oh, free. How bad were you shitting your pants when Quignon went down?
I've said cancel the season, fire everybody, start over. But then when what's her name?
Pam Oliver.
That's it.
I don't even know.
I think it's Pam. That sounds right. You know what? It's Pam Oliver. We're gonna go with
Pam Oliver.
You're Pam Oliver now. She said that somebody for the Ravens is out, but she said, "Good news, Eagles. Quinyon Mitchell will be back out for the series."
I was so scared
because who hurt him, John?
Who hurt him?
His own player.
Oh yeah.
I forget who, but it was.
I
a
do remember
player.
that. It was on a tackle.
It was.
Yeah, I was shitting bricks. I was like, oh shit,
Because that just opens up everything.
Is it about to be Keely Ringo or Eli Ricks or whoever the hell's on the
I
roster?
think they both can play, but they're not nearly.
No, they're not him.
No,
they're not him.
They can play. Like, they're solid, but they're not Quinyon Mitchell. Like, holy crap, man.
Yeah.
I feel like, and again,
Rookie year.
He's not going to win, but he
should.
I feel like I'm going to give another comp to Quinyon Mitchell.
Okay.
And I've already used this comp before to talk about a wide receiver.
Okay.
Zach Wheeler. You know, the should be 2 times.
No, he's too short in his career to...
Okay. Bryson Stott just showed up, did his job, solid. Nobody really talks about. Talk about his rookie year, jackass.
Speaking of players that just show up and do their job, Zach Baum's not human.
He's so fucking.
He's
good.
Not human.
Dude. How did in all the years he was with the Saints? He was with them for what, 4 years?
Yeah.
Did they go? Maybe put him in. Maybe put him in.
They did. Interior. He played edge rusher. He didn't play middle linebacker.
It baffles me.
It's insane, bro. Like another just solid 13 tackles.
It's quietly.
And see, he sets the tone. Him and CJ set the tone of this defense.
We'll get to him.
I think it was like the 3rd or 4th drive. Derrick Henry was coming down the middle, and he slammed him. Mm-hmm. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about the Cooper DeJean hit, which, I mean, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, but, like, he threw himself, knocked Derrick Henry on his ass, and as we know,
it was several times because he wrapped him up a couple times, tripped them up. Like,
Derrick Henry's a big dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like Deuce Vaughn from the Cowboys, like 4 foot nothing, 100 pounds.
Like Darren Sproles.
Darren Sproles is a big dude too. He's short, but
Boston
he's big.
Scott. Big
also
dude.
Short, but big.
Miles Sanders.
That works.
But is he dead?
He's hurt. They tore his ACL, I think.
Got his bag though.
He did get his bag. Good for him, bro.
Bring him home.
No, I'm good.
Bring him home.
I'm good.
Have the Penn State boys back together.
I'm good.
Have the Penn State.
I'm all right. I'll keep
Boston Scott revenge game.
Boston Scott revenge game.
Not this week.
You're looking ahead. Stop looking ahead.
Shit,
Stop. And then the other thing, Jalen Carter's held every goddamn fucking play,
dude.
And it's egregious.
It was egregious in this game. And John, all right, we'll get to when we get to our reasons. I'm
going to change my reason, by the way. But
yeah. I have my two. We'll get to the reasons, but every fucking play,
it
was egregious in this game.
Yes.
Oh, Jomo was getting held. Carter was getting held.
But like more than like a Jomo and the other guys, it's like obvious. Like he turns the corner, he's going to the quarterback, and it's just every single time, and it's like you're looking at it, call it.
And it's wild to me. It is just one. Just give us one.
Yeah.
Just one. So that way we know you're there.
Just throw one so they know, okay, I can't do that. But the entire game they were holding him.
Hold them. The entire...
And you know what? Didn't fucking matter. Because he still was blowing up the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's very good. Unlike, a 2021 pick. But
speaking of so good.
Hi.
I think there's a certain somebody you wanted to talk about.
So this kind of transitions a little bit because he's my reason why we won.
Who?
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Is that not where you were transitioning?
I was going to go elsewhere, but okay, go ahead. Here's your reason you won. Go ahead.
The reason we won, because after the Eagles go down 9-0, he goes on the sideline and he's talking to that defense and he's like hyping them up, getting them ready. And then that defense, outside of the garbage time touchdown, blanked the Ravens. The rest of the game, blanked them.
Yep.
CJ Gardner-Johnson, and yes, we've talked a lot about him. He's been playing solid ball.
Much better ball.
Much better ball. And he is such a great locker room presence.
He brings the attitude.
He brings the attitude, brings that fuck you. Like, I was going to pause myself, but I don't think that's where I was trying to say. But, like, gets in your face, like, just like, I'm all for shit talking, especially with football players.
Yes.
Have the shit to back it up. That's why I hate when fucking Darius Slay is running his mouth because he fucking is washed and his knees aren't healthy anymore. Like, I love this version of Gardner-Johnson where it's like, look, like we know what we got to fucking do. We can't make these mistakes. We cannot make this shit happen. Like, this is the shit that is, like, we got to lock this shit down. And that's why he is so important to this team. And that's my reason why they won the football game.
That's why I shouldn't let him walk to begin with.
No, because the vibes were not great last year.
And look, man, I mean, you've all saw it. I wasn't a huge fan of the way he's been playing this season, but ever since the bye, he's been pretty good. Pretty good. Speaking of reasons why they won.
Where were you transitioning? I thought you were throwing me CJ.
Well, I was going to this. My reason's Cooper Najee.
Yeah.
This dude is unfucking real.
Some would say he's not a safety.
He's not. He's a corner.
He'll lock down your number one.
Damn right he will.
Najee.
He has been, ever since he's become a starter, we don't need C29 anymore. We haven't lost.
8-0.
8-0 with him.
And here's a crazy idea. Open field tackles.
He's locked down in coverage, besides, when he whatever. But like he's a great tackler.
He is.
These corners, bro.
Physical.
These corners tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was allowed.
No, I thought they banned that. Did Goodell bring that back?
And it's like we have come such a far from last year when James Bradbury was chasing guys down the field and just had no shot.
And Drew Lock knew, dude.
Yeah.
Drew Lock knew. Fuck it, JSN, you're down there. Oh, James Bradbury's on you. Here you go.
He had 5 solo tackles, a pass defense, and the big tackle on Derrick Henry, which we all saw.
Do you want to transition to what we're about to
do? Jared's going to try to tackle me. I feel like this is a bad idea. You're going to get hurt.
I'm not. So what I'm going to... I don't know how I'm going to do this.
I don't know how you're going to do it either. It just sounds like a third bad idea. I think I'm going to hurdle you.
Trying to think, but let me see if I stand up, jackass.
Shut up, idiot.
Okay,
I'm standing.
So,
standing.
Okay. So you gotta.
I don't have anything. Give me some, idiot.
I'm looking. Here.
All right, ready?
Okay. Ah, fuck. That's what would have happened if Avonte Maddox was.
Well, that went exactly how I thought it was going to go.
I got your picture.
Yeah, it went exactly as I thought it was going to. Yeah, all the credit for that, by the way.
Huh?
The video you uploaded.
Yeah, no, that
was all me.
No, it was not.
Anyway, reason they could have lost the game. Go ahead, because I know you've been waiting on this one.
NFL officiating. So, John, tell me, prior to this game,
yes,
can you tell me what the most penalized team in the NFL was?
That was the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, Baltimore Ravens. And the Philadelphia Eagles were the 5th least penalized.
Correct. Very well coached.
Very well coached, yes. So, with that being said and that in mind, the Ravens definitely had more penalties than the Eagles in that game, just based off that statistic, correct?
Incorrect.
Really?
Incorrect.
Oh, so you're telling me that, the Ravens, who again held on, I think, every single play.
It was a lot.
It was almost every play, no call. There was plenty of PIs that were called.
Yep.
That should have been called that were not.
Yep.
There was a holding call in the end zone against Dallas Goedert. That was not, again,
very bad call.
Called. And I know it's kind of being a dead horse at this point because so many NFL fans have talked about this ad nauseum, but at what point is there going to be like repercussions for NFL officiating just blatantly missing calls?
Never.
Yeah. So
there's the answer to your question.
In the Ravens' defense, if they're not calling it, why stop?
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, bro. I mean, look, if it was the other way around and the Eagles were holding every play and they weren't calling it, I would just keep holding.
Yeah.
Keep holding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand why the Ravens kept doing it because they were not getting called.
Yeah,
so, yes, if it's working, keep doing it. But just, it was ridiculous. Like, every big play the Eagles had just felt like there was a flag and it was negated by some stupid bullshit call.
Yeah.
And then Tony Romo, that fucker, has the balls to go during the tush push. well, everybody was off in the end zone false start, so that should have been called. Shut the fuck up, Tony Romo. You fucking little bitch. Have fun with your stupid, non-winning attitude, your fucking dumb analytics, your stupid voice. Hey, buddy, how about during the Super Bowl, during the last play of the game? Shut the fuck up and let the play. You just keep yapping your fucking gums, you fucking bitch. I hate him.
Yeah, he sucks.
I hate him. And then at the end of the game, he goes, oh, well, the Eagles really haven't played anybody, Jim. But they're Super Bowl contenders. Which one is it, Tony? Are we frauds? Which we've proven time and time again we are not. Jalen Hurts is 4-0 against Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, Jackson.
Well,
in the regular season. Shut the fuck up. Jalen Hurts time and time again has overcame, and this Eagles team has overcame every single challenge that has been put in front of them. When are they just going to be like, you know what, the Eagles are a wagon. They're good. They're a good football team because you know what I think it is? They're all fucking waiting for the collapse like it happened last year. But even us, we didn't have this show because we didn't know each other. Last year we were saying, don't know how the fuck they're doing it right now, but they're doing it.
Yep. There's different vibes.
This is real. This team is good. They are a well-coached team. Offense is great. Special teams is great. Defense is fucking amazing. They are the best defense in the NFL. They were the worst last year. We had Zach Morrow as a starting linebacker, for God's sake. This team is fucking for real. Go Birds. Sorry, that's a bit of a trick.
Zach Morrow is not a person.
Nicholas Morrow, I'm sorry.
Yep. Zach Cunningham was a person.
Yeah, he was.
There you go.
Nicholas Morrow is who I meant. When I get passionate like that, names.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, Tony Romo, fuck you.
What was your reason they could have lost?
He's a dick. Oh, sorry. Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was bad. I feel like every time he was one-on-one in coverage, receivers were streaking open. Lamar missed a couple where he was wide open.
He did.
So I think we need to take a look in the mirror, both of us, and appreciate Darius Slay a little bit better.
He just can't stay healthy, man.
That's what I mean. Like, these next few weeks, I think you let him just kind of get healthy and get ready for the playoffs.
I was going to say, do you play him against the Panthers?
No.
They're probably going to.
I wouldn't play him against. Well, he's still in concussion protocol.
Is he?
I think so.
I thought he was out of it.
I don't think so.
Because when did he got at the beginning of the Rams game, right?
Yeah.
It was like halfway through the Rams.
Something like that. But like, if you can get through this game without playing him, and then even without the Steelers, because who the fuck do the Steelers have a wide receiver?
George Pickens, and he'll try to. They might need him because he might try to fight Quinyon Mitchell.
What the fuck's Darius Slay gonna do? Fight him?
No, I'm saying
Jalen Carter's job. Get him,
dude. Jalen Carter. I would not want to fuck with that dude. Yeah, George Pickens is gonna pick a fight with somebody.
I'm not really. Maybe play him the last couple weeks just to kind of get him up to game speed and then get him ready for the playoffs. That's what I would do.
I need a fully healthy Darius Slay forward.
Yes.
Because that just adds an extra element to that team. Because obviously Quinyon is going to be fantastic, Cooper DeJean, but then add Slay, a healthy Darius Slay.
Healthy Darius Slay, healthy Reed, healthy CJ.
He's probably not going to play this week.
Probably not. No. Concussion protocol.
Yeah.
But Tristan something.
36. He didn't play terrible.
He was all right.
I saw 36 and I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Nearly had a pick.
He did. Dropped it.
Yeah, he did. Would have been very funny because I literally said to my brothers, I was like, when was the last time the Eagles had an interception? And
Tristan, 36.
Yeah. It could be Dean.
No, it was Reed.
Reed, yes, that's right, against the Commanders.
All right. Owen or Chuck?
Well, we got to give overall scores.
What do you mean?
Overall grades for the team.
Oh, A-.
Yeah.
I mean,
offense, slow start scares. Defense, A+. A+ for the defense.
Going into Baltimore, where many people predicted a loss, like this is where the winning streak's going to stop, and going out there, playing a complete game, besides the slow start, in the cold, I think it was snowing a little bit.
It was snowing a little bit, yeah.
I feel like it's an A- performance.
Yeah, I agree. And just hats off to Sirianni, man.
Yeah,
ever since
he balled.
Bald.
Yeah.
Ever since that bye week, man, like not many coaches kind of take the criticism and kind of actually apply it.
Yes.
They're kind of like, my way's the highway, like this is it. Like Sirianni took that criticism not only from the media, but from his own players.
Yep.
Like Lane Johnson has talked about how during that bye week, they sat down and said, look, this is working, this is not working.
What did you see during the bye week that Jalen and Sirianni didn't go anywhere? They stayed in-house. They were connecting with each other. They connected with other players. They talked every day for at least 2 hours, just kind of ironing everything out. And that's what resulted in this winning streak.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, look, yes, we've dogged on Nick Sirianni, so did everybody, but at the end of this, like, Nick Sirianni's a fantastic head coach.
And at the end of the day, I feel like Jalen finally found his voice.
Yes.
Like,
he's having fun out there, man.
Like, I am the leader of this team. Because, you had Kelsey, you had Fletch, 2 all-time Eagles, but they were the 2 leaders on each side of the ball.
Yeah, Jalen felt like lower on the totem.
Right. Now it's like, Jalen, no, you are the leader.
Yep.
This is your team, and then we needed a leader on the other side of the ball, which is looking like it's CJ, at least vocally.
Yes.
But, yeah, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just like on all facets, like it looks like, Kellen Moore usually in the first quarter tries some fuck shit. He always tries it. He always tries some shit, see if it works, and then he's like, all right, let's get back to it.
But here's my thing too, and the thing that I appreciate is like this team is young, but it also has the veterans on it.
Yeah, it's a perfect mix.
So it's like, okay,
they're young where it matters.
Right. It's like, okay, Jalen's asking us to come over there and talk. Okay, well, obviously, AJ, Devontae, Saquon are all going to come over there, but it's like, okay, Lane's going to come over there, Jordan's going to come over there. Okay, let's rally the troops.
Yep.
Same thing with the other side of the ball where you have CJ rallying the troops. It's like, okay, here comes Reed. Here comes Quinion. Here comes Cooper. But also here comes Darius Slay. Here comes Brandon Graham. Whoever.
They're a complete unit. Now, where last year it just felt like everything was so fragmented.
Right.
And they weren't working as an entire team. Right. This just feels like
it's the buy-in.
It's just, they're just such a well-coached organization.
Yes.
And just Vic Fangio, man.
Yeah,
just Miami, you a little too soft for you? A little too hard for you? Pause. Like the fact that the players, no, dude, just the fact that the players like, and we kind of talked about this a little bit. What Chris Long said, where it's that perfect balance of you have the players coach in Nick Sirianni, then you have the old veteran in Vic Fangio, and it's just a perfect balance. Of Vic being like, look, this is what we have to do, and Sirianni being like, listen to this fucking guy.
Well, here's the thing that I love too, and you've been hearing a lot about it, where it's like, okay, victory Sunday, we'll have off Monday, and the players are like, no, we don't want to have off Monday. Like, we want to come in, we want to watch tape, we want to see what we did right, what we did wrong, and it's like Sirianni's like, okay, let's do it.
How many times do we see him be like, yeah, all right, we'll see you Tuesday,
and then coming in for the week for the Panthers, it's like, okay. Oh, well, usually Tuesday, you just kind of get the game plan in place, and then Wednesday's a practice. But they're like, no, let's put on the pads.
Yeah,
let's hit. Let's do it.
They're fighting for each other.
Exactly,
and that's something that was not there last year. It was there in 22.
Yep,
they're fighting for each other. It's just really fun, man.
Yeah. Owen and Chad.
Yeah, like I said, Nick Sirianni's been really good in his bald era. Speaking of bald. Chad. Called Chad.
It's called Chad.
So this is the Chad Ranks, where we give Chad ranking things, and he ranks them accordingly, and we have our own list.
All right, Chadwick. I think we should start FaceTiming him. I think that would be funnier.
Yeah, for us, but...
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yo! Yo, Chad! You are live on the 52 Reasons podcast. Chad, how are you?
How you doing, boys?
I'm doing great, buddy. I'm doing great. So, Chad.
We got something to rank for you here,
something to rank for you, Chad.
So, in honor of our Lord and Savior, Saquon Barkley.
Yup.
And his MVP-like season.
Yup.
We would like you to rank Philadelphia MVPs.
Rank Philadelphia MVPs. Okay.
All right. You ready?
Grab a pen. Let me know when you're ready.
So, on this list, we have Allen Iverson.
Okay.
We have Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP.
Super Bowl MVP.
Mike Schmidt.
Michael Jack Schmidt.
Yep. Bryce Harper.
Bryce Aaron Harper.
And Bobby Clark.
Ooh.
I want you to rank them worst to first.
Worst? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go. Blah, blah, blah. All right, it might sound crazy, but I'm gonna go Bryce Harper.
5. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go Bryce Harper 5. I will do Allen Iverson 4.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do. Oh boy.
Forget stuff.
All right, I'll do Schmitty 3,
Okay.
Bobby Clark 2,
Okay.
Nick Foles 1.
Wow.
Wow, you know what, Chad? I respect it.
It's bold.
It's bold. I respect it. So
That's a tough one though, but a lot of it comes down to I look at championships. The Nick Foles one. I mean, that just
there's only one.
I don't know that one.
There's only one Super Bowl MVP in Philadelphia Eagles history.
So here's where I would disagree.
We kind of had the same list. Like I made my list, but then I'm like, no, yours is the correct list.
So we have Iverson 5. He won 1 MVP, and then it was just kind of like plateaued from there. We have Bryce 4. He is a 2-time MVP, once in Philadelphia, and then he did kind of carry the team to the championship.
And carry them in 23 and 24.
Yeah. 3, we have Nick Foles. As much as we love Nick Foles and appreciate Nick Foles, it was 1 game MVP rather than a full season MVP.
It was also the one of
He's got a statue.
He does have a
He
statue.
does have a statue. I mean, so do the other guys, though.
Yeah, Schmidt and
Well,
Clark.
wait a minute.
They do.
Or Harper has a statue?
No, Schmidt and Clark do.
do.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, I have them in the top 3.
Yeah, I go Bobby Clark too. You could switch either one.
Yeah, Mike Schmidt and Bobby Clark, we kind of said are interchangeable. We're a little biased because we're more baseball people.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby Clark had 3 MVPs and 2 Stanley Cups.
Well, okay, then I would probably go Bobby Clark 2. Or, Bobby Clark 1, Schmidt.
Okay, and then Schmidt had 3 MVPs and
a
World Series.
Did he win World Series MVP? I think he did.
I think he did too. So,
I mean, I get it. I don't know. I think Foles was just like that was just like a miracle game, miracle few games he played. It's like something that like once in a lifetime you'll see in Philadelphia.
No, absolutely. I mean, his story
it's so good.
It's just.
Do you think, and I mean this, do you think they're ever going to make a movie about Nick Foles winning the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I do. Maybe.
Who's going to play Nick Foles?
Probably not.
Bradley Cooper.
No, it's not going to be anybody like relevant right now.
Bradley Cooper.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be like 10, 15 years from now.
Bradley Cooper.
And Miles Teller.
Bradley Cooper would like produce that movie.
Yeah.
Him and Miles Teller.
Yeah, I could say it.
Will produce that movie.
All right, buddy. Well, we appreciate your rank. I thought it was decent.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Thank you, Chad. We work hard on this.
All right, boys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
All right, Chad. I love you.
Love you.
Later,
Bye.
buddy.
Bye.
Solid list.
Did he seem sad? He seemed a little sad.
Well, yeah, because his wife isn't home.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Should have told him to come over.
Yeah, she would have. Could have been. One of these times, we're just gonna have Chad in the corner here.
He's our prop.
Just like, here, we gotta call Chad. Yeah. They're like the thing with the only reason you go Bobby 1 and Schmidt 2 is just because they're Stanley Cups compared to 1 World Series. Now, when it gets to Nick Foles, obviously 1 of 1.
Yeah, I mean he's 1 of 1, but like the fact of the matter is it was still only a 1 game MVP.
Yeah, because people forget, like at the end of that year, he did not play well until the Vikings and the Patriots.
The Vikings and Patriots, he played fantastic. I mean, that best.
Nearly lost to the Falcons.
Yeah, almost lost to the Falcons.
Close.
Almost lost to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Like, they won that game. But
after the Carson Wentz injury and we clinched like the number 1 seed or whatever it was,
yeah,
I was like, this sucks. This sucks.
Yeah.
And then Nick Foles obviously did what he did. You Bryce, obviously, we're Bryce Harper's men.
We are Bryce Harper's men.
You know, he won the MVP in 2021, and you know that dickhead wasted an MVP and a Cy Young year from Bryce Harper, and because you have a talented third baseman prospect, you definitely want to play him every day. Over a guy who's 5'6" and a career 250 average, and have that guy on the bench, right? You would want to do that? No? Okay, cool. I'm not going to say who it was, but also has a NLCS MVP as well, if you want to count that.
Yeah, and I mean, he almost won MVP again this season.
He
if it wasn't
did.
for Otani.
Yeah, no, I don't even think he finished top 10, did he?
But he was second for a while.
Yeah, and then until the entire Phillies team decided to just plateau at the end of the year. Turns out,
Speaking of plateauing and cats, let's call Owen.
You want to explain what we're doing here?
This is what we call Owen, and we have him just randomly name shit. Today will be...
Name a random cat. Here's Evan.
Evan.
Future co-host of the Two Reasons podcast.
There you go.
Was it Flyer, right?
Yeah.
What's up,
Evan!
boys?
Hi, Owen.
Yeah.
Am I live on the 52 Reasons podcast?
You indeed are, pal. And we just announced, buddy, that you will be a co-host, not next week, but the following. How do you feel about it?
Oh, man, I wish you had told me we were releasing it this week. We were letting people know. I would have had my press people put out a release or something.
Oh, we'll still do that. Do not worry for the bit.
All right.
Yeah.
This week to announce it to everybody.
Oh, and you should have just been like, "Yeah, I'm rock hard thinking about
I'm
it."
purring
Up. So, name a random flyer.
Random flyer. Ooh, one that you guys would know or one that I would know?
Shit, man. Whoever came first to mind.
Michael Raffle. First one that comes to mind.
All right, Owen. I love you.
Hey, love you too, bud. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Michael Raffle. Pretty good player. Yeah, he was a good player.
Was he? Hold on,
he was.
We're not Flyersmen.
He was recent. He was probably in the last 5-10 years. Good little player. I think he wore number 12.
No, that's a CEO.
Raffle. Like waffle with an R.
NH. Oh, it's spelled like that. Okay.
Did he wear number 12? Was that right? Was it a pool?
Hold on. He was... Yes, he was number 12.
I'm just a number.
He played with the Flyers for a year.
A year, really?
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
I was going to say, I thought he played longer than that.
Playing career. In 2013, signed a 1-year deal, then signed a 2-year extension, and then another 2-year extension. He played, Jesus Christ, played for them for 7 years. Dude.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He was a good little player.
Yeah, Mike, sure. We're not Flyers men.
Yeah. All right. We're doing...
.NET Flyers coming soon.
Yeah. Draft class or quote.
Coat? You say coat?
Quote.
I'm going to give you a draft class job.
Okay. All right, so this is where Jared gives me a random draft class. He will give me the picks and the positions, and it's my job to try to name the players and, of course, the year in which this draft took place.
Okay.
You ready?
Yup.
Go on.
Round 1, pick 20. They took a wide receiver.
Okay.
Round 2, pick 47. They took a corner. Round 3, pick 84. They took a linebacker. Round 6, pick 191, they took another corner. Pick 196, they took another corner. And round 7, pick 237, they took a DE.
Jalen Reagor. Really? Pick 20.
Pick 20. Jalen Reagor was pick 18, pal.
Oh, yeah. Same number as his jersey number.
Mm. What round he should have been drafted in.
Yeah, even though it only gives you 7. Pick 20, huh?
Which shows you how bad he is, jackass.
Pick 20. I feel like Macklin was a second-round pick. He was a second-round pick, right?
You're asking the wrong shit, maybe.
I think he was a second-round pick. All right, let's think about wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae was 10.
There needs to be some sort of penalty for you not getting it.
What do you mean?
Is your mom calling you again?
No, it was your brother sending me shit. You never get the quote. You never get the quote. So if I'm going to be penalized, you're going to be penalized.
I am penalized, jackass.
How so?
I don't get it. You just start bringing out a bat and hitting me in the head with it. Oh.
All right.
No, we're not
20.
touching that.
Yeah, so Devontae was 10. That was 2021. 2020.
Can I tell you a quick story about when the Eagles drafted Devontae Smith?
Okay.
So obviously it was very late at night.
Wasn't that late, but okay.
But It was late. It was like 10
Okay.
by the time the
I'll allow
Eagles
it.
did everything. I'll allow it. I remember standing in my room, and this was obviously a few years ago, and Ashlyn is going to sleep. She's dead asleep.
Okay.
And I'm like standing above like the
2021.
TV. Huh?
2021.
Yes. I'm standing at the TV. And then when he goes Devontae Smith, I go, yes! 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 And she's like, what? What's wrong? I'm like, they drafted Devontae Smith. We're back. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please stop. Please stop. I'm like, ah! Ah! She was very mad at me.
Yeah, it sounds like she was mad at you. Anyway, draft.
Yup.
You said it's not Macklin, right?
It is not Jeremy Macklin.
Okay.
No. Underrated wide receiver, by the way.
He was a good little player for a while. Is this like early 2000s?
I don't know.
I feel like this is like early 2000s.
Maybe it is, maybe it's not.
Because the only wide receiver they took was Macklin. They took D. Jackson in the second round. They took Devontae Smith. They took Rager. And that's about it that I remember anyway.
Okay.
Um,
I got you here. This feels good.
was it Hank Basket?
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a deep cut. Pinkston.
No.
No.
Just throw in the towel.
No.
Throw it in.
Give me a hint.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Give me a time frame. Like, is it early 2000s?
It's not early 2000s.
It's not early 2000s. Wow. I'm not a quitter. It's not early 2000s.
Not a spitter.
We'll get to that.
Jeez.
Yeah. Give me an idea.
This player, this specific wide receiver,
Okay.
very, very polarizing figure in Philadelphia.
Polarizing how?
Very polarizing in Philadelphia.
How so? Oh, was it Nelly?
It's not Saquon.
Okay.
I was gonna say like
I forgot he existed.
first round. I was gonna say we just saw this wide receiver.
Yeah, I just forgot he existed.
Yeah.
To be quite
When
honest
you were
with
going like, yeah, Macklin, Jackson, Rager, I'm like,
I honestly forgot he was a first round pick.
he was a first round pick.
What was that? 2015? Yeah, 2015.
Who is the corner that they took in the second round?
Corner in the second round of 2015.
Yup.
Corner. Anything?
Recently stopped playing.
Recently.
What does Eric Rowe do for you?
He's a good player.
This player, I was very upset when they let him walk to go to he was on the 2022 Super Bowl team. Let him walk.
Jordan Hicks?
It's Jordan Hicks. I was very upset they let him go. He was
on the Browns.
I thought he was on the Cardinals.
No, he's on the Browns.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Oh, yeah, that is right. He is. And then the rest of these, they were kind of nothing. What does Ja'Cory Shepherd do for you?
Nothing.
What does Randall Evans do for you?
Nothing.
What does Brian Mihalik do for you?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, so looking back on 2015, I think after they drafted him at 20, I was kind of done. So I think I just kind of blocked.
Were you just mad that
I was
him?
very mad. I was very mad. It's similar to the regular pick.
Nelly, like,
he was good the Super Bowl year.
He was fantastic the Super Bowl year. The thing is, like, he's had a solid career.
Yeah.
Because he went after the Eagles. Was it the Raiders then Pats, or was it Pats then Raiders?
I think it was Pats, Raiders,
Ravens.
Yeah.
He got a bag from the Ravens.
No, he didn't.
He did.
He got a bag.
He got like 3 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he got me a little bit there. Yeah, like I said, I kind of blocked that one out. Speaking of getting you, it's time for your quote. Go ahead, explain.
This is when John gives me a quote. I have 3 guesses to get it. I also can ask 3 questions. However, at any point, if I want to ask a question, additional question outside of the 3, I can use one of my guesses for an additional question. John,
Ready?
the floor is yours.
All right. Never seen a player quite like Saquon.
Okay.
Every Philadelphian ever.
Yeah, literally. What year's active is this player?
2006 to 15.
Oh, what position?
Wide receiver.
And what teams did they play for?
Eagles.
Yup.
Chiefs.
Yup.
Panthers.
I figured it was a Panther. Chiefs. No, he played for more teams than that. And he didn't. He played for longer than that. Wide receiver. Eagles, Chiefs, Panthers. Wide receiver. I'm going to use one of my guesses. So I have 2 guesses.
Yep, sure.
What years were they on the Eagles? Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you off there.
6 to 13.
Oh, so they're like... I've never seen a player quite like Saquon Barkley. I mean, that you could pick a name out of a hat.
Everybody.
I figured it was going to be a Panther.
Yep.
So they played with the Chiefs and Panthers at the end of their career.
Yep.
Wide receiver. So let's think through the years. You said 06 to 13?
Correct.
Okay. So is Jeremy Maclin?
That's not.
I didn't think. I was gonna say I could. Maybe he played for the Panthers.
I was gonna do Jerry Maclin last week.
Yeah.
Full disclosure.
2006. Yeah, and Jeremy Maclin got drafted in what, like 2009?
Something like that.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Bad take by me. No. I was about to say something really stupid.
What were you gonna say?
No.
Say it.
I was gonna say T.O., but that's very wrong.
They did. No.
Wide receiver. Eagles, Chiefs, Panthers.
Yep.
Wide receiver. Not. I'm just gonna Riley Cooper.
No.
I knew it wasn't gonna be him. Truthfully, I have no idea.
What if I told you
Yup.
he wore T.O.'s number right after T.O. left?
It does nothing for me.
Okay.
Those early 2000s, like late 2010s teams, they're kind of a blur to me.
What if I tell you he was our number 1 receiver for a while? Before
Deshaun Jackson. Again,
What if I told you
you're not going to get it out of me, pal, no matter how much.
he's a college football analyst?
College football analyst?
Yep.
God, no. No, he played defense.
Jason Avant.
God, I was going to say Jason Avant. God damn it. Because I got the image of 81 Avant in my head, but I'm like,
he was a good player.
He was solid.
Reason I chose Jason Avant, obviously he played for the Eagles in Carolina. Did you see he was in recent news?
No.
Do you remember the Michigan-Ohio State
brawl?
fight?
So funny.
And what was the reason for the fight?
Wasn't it like bear mace or some shit? No, they were trying to plant the flag, right?
Michigan was trying to plant the flag on Ohio State's field after they beat them.
Yup.
And that broke out in a brawl.
Yup.
Jason Avant is a color analyst, the sideline reporter for Michigan football. He ripped the flag out of Ohio State's hand.
He did.
Yep.
Shout out to Jason Avant.
It's pretty good.
I really thought you were going to throw me softball with Miles Sanders.
No, that's too easy.
No, because when you said I've never seen a player like Saquon Barkley, I'm like, I was ready to just go Miles Sanders. I was ready to just full dick it. Yeah, like I did in the first episode. Brian Dawkins. I told you it was all downhill from there. Yeah. I don't think I've gotten one. Yeah. I got Jim Schwartz.
Yeah, you got Jim Schwartz.
I thought
that one was easy.
Yeah, well, because I asked you, like, what is their job in the NFL? And you said defensive coordinator.
Yep.
And I'm like, is he Super Bowl champ? Yup.
You're welcome.
Boom. I like Liam. Look at the camera. I like Liam.
You know what else we don't like?
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. How you feeling?
I don't know if this is just the negative side of me, but I'm a little worried. Bryce Young's playing very well.
Yeah.
This team, the Carolina Panthers, they're I think better than their record indicates.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a trap game.
Who scares you more?
Yup.
Bryce Young or Lamar Jackson? Why are you thinking?
No,
Why are you thinking?
I am fucking forming a sentence in my head, jackass.
The answer is Lamar Jackson.
Now, it is Lamar Jackson, correct? But then everybody overlooks Bryce Young. Bryce Young was 1-1, dude, for a reason.
Okay, speaking of 1-1, who scares you more, Bryce Young or Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
Okay, what did we do to those quarterbacks? Yeah. So what makes you think Bryce Young, little Bryce Young, who you could definitely tackle, is going to be any different?
I don't. It just feels like a trap game, man.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
It's at home.
Yup.
After
We have like 4 of their next 5 games are at home.
Yeah. They don't have to go on a plane. No more planes. We're beating the shit. We're a fucking wagon. We are a wagon, and you're over here sweating the Carolina Panthers. You fucking idiot.
Just feels like it, man.
No. They're going to beat the shit out of them.
I feel it in my balls.
Show me.
Yup.
Show me
Yup.
where they're gonna put up points. Where they're gonna stop us. Go ahead. Show me.
Where they're going to put up points?
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard's gonna be stopped.
Chuba Hubbard's very good at
Their
football.
offensive line stinks.
Chuba Hubbard's very good.
Yeah. How many points did Chuba Hubbard put up last week?
I don't fucking know.
None. He didn't do shit. I don't know why you're worried.
So, John, if the Eagles lose,
Yeah.
first of all, we're not
They
hitting the
won't.
panic button because I'll be, haha, I was right. Number
I'm not hitting
2,
the panic button. They won fucking 8 straight games, you idiot.
you see the way he talks to me.
Yeah, well, if you say stupid things, I treat them stupid. I don't know what to tell you.
So, if they lose
Yeah.
to the Carolina Panthers,
Yeah.
what are you going to buy me?
If they win, what are you going to buy me?
Nothing.
That's not how this works.
Yeah. Dude.
If you're so confident you're going to lose to Carolina, pick Carolina to win.
I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
I'm not going to bet against my team.
Yeah, so stop.
Didn't I bet a loss one time?
Yeah.
What was it? Who were we?
I picked the loss against
Was
Cincinnati.
Was it the Bucks?
No. It
think
was
I said
one
we
that
were
you
gonna
were not going to get right.
I don't bet against my team. Listen, I'm not worried about Carolina. I just think everybody needs to pump the brakes to be like, yeah, we're looking past them at this point. I'm worried, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Hi, John.
I'm looking for your predictions.
I like Lamb. Featured guest on the podcast.
You predicted a loss against the Saints.
I did because they put up like 90 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
And our defense looked like shit.
They don't look so hot anymore.
No.
I don't know what analysts we can give on this game, like preview. Eagles are better in every single position.
Which is why it's a trap game.
Dude,
They nearly beat the Chiefs, man.
the Chiefs are frauds.
I agree with you. But they
So then what do you...
and then they went toe to toe with the Bucks. The
The
Bucks
Bucks are frauds.
the Bucks beat us.
I don't care. That was Eagles before the bye. It was Eagles before the bye. And Eagles without Lane Johnson, without A.J. Brown, without Devontae Smith.
Yes.
And without Cooper DeJeet at slot.
Oh, yeah.
So, no.
I'm predicting a win.
Give me your score. I don't feel like arguing with you. Give me your score. You fucking weenie.
41-17.
How is it a trap game? Oh my God, you're so dumb.
No, John, I'm playing both sides so that way no matter what I win.
All right, Skip Bayless, relax.
I am not worried about Saquon Barkley. Shut up, Skip Bayless. Stupid idiot.
Oh, you make me mad. I got 38-20.
You wanted to do this show.
38-20. I don't think it's going to be particularly close. I think Bryce Young will have a couple nice throws here and
Do we-
there.
Do we see Kenny Pickett?
Yes, we will see Kenny Pickett probably with like
5 minutes left in the fourth.
5. Yeah, I think that's
And then
comfortable.
guess who comes in?
My guy.
Will Shipley.
I'm betting an anytime touchdown.
Oh, you know, we should have wore crew necks today.
Yeah.
The Santa hats.
Next week.
No, then we have already planned for next week.
I don't know.
Yeah, we did. You're disgusting. You're
I don't know.
disgusting. If you made it this far, God bless you. I don't know why, but
I don't know either.
God bless you. So,
You literally. Oh my god.
What?
you made me so- It's a draft game. It's a draft game. They think you'll lose this game. 41-17 win. You're dumb.
I'm not. I'm playing both sides, so that way.
I'm
You sound like your son right now when he sees me.
gonna beat the shit out of you on Saturday.
Damn, I'm afraid of your son. Dude.
You should be.
Fucking dunk on him.
His mom beat the shit out of you too.
Your wife terrifies me.
Yeah.
Do
Anyway.
you think she knows what my name is, or just ponytail?
Ponytail. A jar.
Yeah.
She started to use jar.
That's great.
She likes doing that.
That's great. That's wonderful. So thank you all for listening. We'll be back next Tuesday. John's final episode prior to leaving us for Disney.
A lot of Disney references next week.
So to kind of recap everything, in terms of programming, next week is going to go on just as normal.
Oh.
And then after that, that will be when Owen will be joining me here. Evan will be joining me here while John's in Disney. Then the following 2 weeks after that, we will be releasing the episode on Monday. So it will go Tuesday, normal, Monday, the next following weeks. And then after that, it should be back to normal, correct?
Yeah. That week that I'm in Disney and Owen's here, can you do a poll? Does Owen look like a cat?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, I can put that in there.
Cool.
Yeah, I could do that. I could.
And everybody, he looks like a cat.
He does look like a cat.
Yeah.
And Owen, if you're watching this, right, meow? Don't worry about it. Any last words?
You're phony.
It's not what I thought you were going to say. I was going to, holy shit.
Title of the episode. Trap game. Meh.
No, that'll be the title of next week's game, idiot.
God.
What should the title of the episode be? This week. As in the one they're watching right now. What is the title?
King Cooper. Because he took Derrick Henry's crown.
That entire sentence right there.
No, just King Cooper.
King Cooper. Should I Photoshop him as like a Cooper Trooper?
Yeah.
That's gonna take too much time. I don't got time.
Just
for
put a crown on him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that. King Cooper, part of the episode. He's not a safety. Go Birds.
Gay Beach.